Hey LinkedIn, I'm here with two of the most famous people in project controls today. Anil, who runs the Project Controls Expo for the last 12 years, and Steve Waite, the Strategy Director for the ACOS-D. We're really excited. ACOS-D is introducing the Project Controls Office at the Project Controls Expo. Steve, talk to us a little bit more about it.
Right. Well, it's a big occasion coming up at Expo. We have got a space there called the Controls and Skills Zone, which has had a carefully curated program associated with it, and it's really to introduce and set out the way ahead, the stall for what will be the new look ACOS-D, which will be changing its name. I mentioned Controls and Skills Zone. The name change will be from ACOS-D through to the Controls and Skills Authority. And whilst the ACOS-D has had an association with cost in particular, what they haven't realised is that for all the time they've been in their existence, they've also had a very strong focus on project controls itself. So, and the way the world is moving at the moment in the project controls space, we really want to emphasize our major interest in project controls, both as a topic, a profession, a way of life. Now, concurrent with that, the BSI actually yesterday, on Wednesday, the 17th of October, or not yesterday, I can't say yesterday, can it? Because it's the 30th. You're going to have to edit that out. Can you edit, Chirag? Yeah. The BSI has launched and made available the link now, so the process is starting for the publication of what will be the first ever specification standard out of the management standards group of the BSI, which I chair. This specification standard is BS 202001, specification standard for project controls. Now, this is a fairly slim document, about 20 pages. It's now out to public comment. It's a 2-month public comment period, but when you will be given access to the link for that, maybe through this podcast, not sure, but we'll find a way of certainly telling you about it and introducing it. Why is the standard so important? Well, it enables the mobilization and the assurance of project controls in a way that's standardized, both for the UK, up and down the supply chain, in and out of government, and is the foundation stone which will inform the Controls and Skills Authority's efforts and activities going forward. That being the case, I thought it was highly important to introduce that in our 2-day session at Expo. Why? Well, one, we're not an events company, but the biggest and best event for project controls, and the person most associated globally with project controls, is my friend Anil Godhawale, who I have been a supporter of and a friend of from the very, very beginnings of Project Controls and Project Controls Expo. So on that basis, I put it to Anil, it would be great to publicize our rebirth, our transformation into project controls, the standardization of project controls at your event. Please permit us to put on a program to do that. And concurrent with that, therefore, now we have a national standard. Why shouldn't there be a project controls office? And this is what we will be promoting, the arrival of the Project Controls Office supported by a standard, and one whereby you will be able to have a definite career choice. I want to be a controls person. My organization wants to be a control person. We will be able to qualify, certify, train and guide people in that particular profession in a way that has not been available to the entire controls community until now. So we're not suggesting that you chuck away PMO or PSO, but we are saying that you blend and integrate to a certifiable standard where you can take your career forward on a national and I will add an international level. We have been approached by the Australian government to co-adopt this particular standard in Australia as and when we publish. And we have high hopes that it will move swiftly into being an ISO standard. I will now shut up, but that's the reason. And I'm delighted that Anil has accepted this, because I think there's mutual benefit for us. It's a huge win-win to be able to do this. And this really makes Project Controls the real grown-up activity that it is.
Thanks, Steve. I can clearly see the passion.
Yeah, and it's coming home, dare I say. Football song, really, from Wembley. But Project Controls is now coming home to the home of Project Controls, which is Anil's event.
I love that passion. So, Steve, for you, Project Controls is coming home. Anil, for you, Project Controls is the new rock and roll. What's your why? Why are you supporting this? You know, you're such a big leader, influencer in Project Controls. We need to understand your passion from this and why you're supporting this great new opportunity.
See, the vision of the Project Controls Expo has always been advancing the Project Controls, professionalize the Project Controls, creating or offering this as a platform to have various pathways to advance and nurture this profession, and as well as, most importantly, have that consistent maturity across all the domains, whether it is oil and gas, rail, defense, nuclear, or whatever it is. And for that, this standardization is very important. And in the past, we have, or I have seen, this platform has been used for creating different standard, which is level 3 Project Controls apprenticeship standard, followed by the level 6 Project Controls apprenticeship standard. So we have always been promoting anything that would contribute to the advancement of the profession, professionalization of the profession, and as well as bridging the maturity gap across all the functions. So for this very same reason, when I was approached by the Acosti team led by Steve, they are working on the BSI standard and different initiatives. So I was more than willing to offer this as a platform again, in the benefit of the profession and in the benefit of the professionals. So again, we are just maintaining what we have been doing for the last 12 years, and we look to continue doing that. I mean, this initiative is not just being limited to the UK, but also into other 4 global locations, which is the Australia, USA, Brazil, and Dubai. And we look to work with any similar organizations or the bodies which are aligned with our vision and willing to support this cause.
Great. That's thank you. To everyone who's listening and stayed tuned throughout, I encourage you to turn up to this great event. It's the biggest event in Project Controls. Wembley as well is the biggest Project Controls Expo that is hosted globally. We'll expect, how many people will there be, Anil? Do we expect?
So we're looking for 2,000 plus, and just they said home of the Project Controls. Wembley is the home of British football, and Project Controls is the home of Project Controls. So it's a home for everything.
That's it. 100%. We look forward to catching up with everyone there. Please do reach out. Turn up to the fantastic conference, both within the Project Controls Expo and the other one that has been curated within the Learning Zone as well. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Chirag.
Yeah. See you there.
Great.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
It's great.